How Sigma males handle betrayal from friends. Betrayal is a universal occurrence. Since the founding of this world, men have killed men, men have conquered men, but none causes as much fuse as a man betraying another. This is a big deal because when betrayal happens, a lot of virtues are broken, including love, trust, and loyalty. Every man responds to betrayal differently. Some with an eternal urge for revenge, some with heavy resignation, and some do not even live to decide on how to respond to this. How then does the rarest of all men, the Sigma male, respond to betrayal? The first thing you should note about the betrayal of Sigma males is that they do not see a betrayal where everyone sees one. For there to be a betrayal, you must be friends and on the same team, sort of. But the Sigma male is slow to befriend people, thus you may see him as your friend, but to him, you are just a colleague at work, someone he meets and talks to at the gym, a former coursemate, and a neighbor he happens to. Even if you are more than this to him, you may still not count as a friend. You may just be an acquaintance to him. Beyond acquaintance is friendship, you say. Not so for a Sigma male. After you escape the acquaintance tag, you enter the lower friendship zone. Yes, for the Sigma male, there are levels to the friendship. And except you are at the top of his friendship cadre, being disloyal doesn't count as a betrayal to the Sigma male. The second thing to note is that it is very rare to see a Sigma male betrayed. A Sigma male is slow to make friends, and as a studious judge of character he is hardly wrong with his selection. But in the 1 in 10,000 chance that a Sigma male is betrayed, here is how he would react. 1. He never forgives. When someone betrays a Sigma male, they have borrowed a space in his heart that can never be fully paid. This is not to say that the Sigma male would seek revenge or not. The fact is simple. A Sigma male will never forgive nor forget. Many people believe that the Sigma male is a vengeance freak. Not so, it is just that vengeance is usually, but not necessarily, the primary result of unforgiveness. The reason why we cannot just say the Sigma male must take revenge is that sometimes he doesn't. He is an overthinker and overanalyzer, but these are not the reason why he would be slow in exacting revenge. This leads us to the second way the Sigma male will respond to an act of betrayal. 2. He will beat himself. Recall that the Sigma male is not a member of any tribe and is fiercely individualistic. So there is a high chance of him blaming himself for leaving the comfort of his seclusion, for trusting you. He may be more angry with himself than with source of betrayal. He would count all the hundreds of ways that he could have avoided being entangled with you and 100 more why he should never have put himself in the disadvantaged stage of trusting you. This is not all. He may count a lot of seeming red flags that the betrayer showed him and that he ignored. At the end of his thoughts and analyses, he may come to the conclusion that the betrayal he has suffered is his prize for being foolish enough to trust the wrong person and for being more foolish in failing to recognize the many red flags for what they are. 3. His creative genius comes alive. If your betrayal of a Sigma male has to do with work, you have awakened a genius and his vengeance is more work. Say he wrote a great book, gave it to you to review, and you published it in your own name. His revenge will be to write a far better book. If he built an application with you and you stole it and passed it on as yours alone, his revenge is to build a far greater app. The Sigma male is not one to wallow in self-pity, and some of the time, he would rather pour all his energies into building something new than fighting you in the courts and the media. This is not to say you can just steal a Sigma male intellectual property and just go free. His lawyers and PR people would be on the issue while he would go on to try to create something better. This energy to recreate comes from 2 places. The first is the fact that the Sigma male thinks of his work as imperfect. He's like most creatives, and he sees the imperfection of his work where the whole world sees genius. So when someone steals his work, they stole something imperfect, and he would use the theft as an excuse to reject the world in his mind and resolve to do better. The second is the fact that he wouldn't want to be defined by the work that is already a subject of controversy. He is not after glory, as the alpha male, but he is not going to share his credit with you if he feels you are not worthy of it. And the only way he would show superiority is to try to do better and the subject of conflict. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.